Welcome to the video overview of assignment number 1, the research project schedule. Technical writing is a genre of nonfiction writing that encompasses not only technical materials such as instruction manuals, charting, and formal letters, but it also includes writing produced in day-to-day business operations such as emails, calendars, memos, internal communications, media releases, and many kinds of reports. In your career, you may be asked to manage a project that takes place over an extended period of time due to the need to investigate a problem, conduct research like reading articles or interviewing experts, synthesize your findings, and/or create a report or other product. It may also involve creating documents or artifacts using different web tools or computer programs. For your first assignment, you will create a schedule for your work on the research project for this course. For this module, you should complete the following. Learn about the field of technical writing and learn about creating project schedules by reading the information in the instructional content folder, and complete the research project schedule assignment and discussion boards. Please note your instructor may also include some practices for you to complete. Your task. For your first assignment, you will create a research project schedule as a part of your English 122 project. Your schedule must include all assignments listed in the course. This assignment is worth 30 points, 20 points for the final schedule, and 10 points for the discussion board posts. The process. This assignment involves the following steps. Number 1, review the instructional materials for this assignment along with the course schedule. Number 2, post to the discussion board and reply to at least 2 other students. Number 3, review the rubric for the research project schedule. Number 4, create your schedule, then review it using the checklist. Number 5, submit your research project schedule to D2L. Number 6, review your instructor's response. Number 7, revise your schedule if needed. The format of this assignment. You will submit an artifact of your choice. Some examples are as follows: an infographic, a flyer, a calendar, or other type of document. You will create your artifact using technology like Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Canva, or Pictochart. And you can organize your artifact by time or by assignment. The content. In order to create your research project schedule, you may include some or all of the following information. A timeline, like due dates. How much time should you allot in your schedule to complete this assignment? What possible conflicts might there be in your schedule, like vacation or days you work? The deliverables and milestones. What tangible product must this project assignment produce? What type of technical document will you create, like an email, a memo, or a report? A project phase. Think about this entire research project for the course. How could you group each assignment into a logically related project activity? For example, selecting a topic, conducting secondary research, conducting primary research, writing and revising, or delivering a speech. Think about the specific tasks or activities. What are the smallest units of planned work that go into this project? What steps will you need to complete? So for example, if I'm doing my professional email, I may need to do some pre-research to find out about a major problem in the field of higher education, like student loan debt, if that's my topic of interest. I also will need to read about the expectations of a professional email. I'm going to have to post to the discussion board and reply to others. So I need to not just think about the assignment itself, but all of the smaller series of activities that I'm going to need to complete. And then resources. What is it that I'm going to need to have in order to complete the assignment? So for example, when I get to my speech, I'm going to do an outline. I need to create a visual aid. I'm going to need to record my speech using a screencast tool. So those are some items that you're going to want to include in your project schedule. The appropriate point of view for this assignment is first person and third person as needed. Now, before you begin this assignment, you want to make sure you review the course schedule and look through the entire course in D2L so that you can see the progression of the research project and you can see your due dates. And then to submit your assignment, you can click the link here. You need to make sure that you read the assignment submissions directions carefully, especially if you are submitting a link to an artifact on a site like Canva or Piktochart. Here's an example of a research project schedule. Please note that this example only includes Unit 1. Your research project schedule will have to be all 4 units. And basically for my research project, there are 9 separate assignments. And so you can see this is an infographic that combines graphic elements with text. And I created this using Piktochart, which is linked in the folder. So obviously I'm going to need to put my due dates here that are specific to my course. And I have my research project schedule organized by assignment number. So my first assignment is the schedule. My second assignment is my professional email. And my third assignment is my proposal memo. In addition, I've also started to think about what step this is in the research project. So my professional email is going to be topic selection, and then my proposal memo is going to continue to discuss my topic, but it's also going to ask me to actually begin my research. And I know that because I previewed all of these assignments in D2L as I was working on my project schedule. So underneath each assignment, I started to do a little bit of brainstorming about exactly what this was going to entail. And then I also thought about when I might work on this because I have to look at my course schedule and look at my personal schedule. And so I included some detailed bullet points in order to break down each of these assignments further to start thinking about exactly where I want to go with my research project, including assignments, not just the assignments that need to be done, but also what the expectations are in the instructional materials, whether or not I have formative assessments with discussion board posts, and again, looking at my personal schedule so that I don't have any conflicts with my own life and my schoolwork, which is extremely important. So each of you will create your own project schedule to submit for this assignment. And in the assignment detail folder, you can see the discussion board that you will be participating in and how that will be graded and what exactly you will be doing. And then you will see the assignment submission folder. Again, please make sure you read the directions for how you are going to submit that, because depending on if you are creating a document or PowerPoint slides, or if you are submitting a URL link, it's going to be a little bit different. The rubric is also linked here as well. The checklist so that I can review my assignment before submitting it. And then if I want to use a easy graphic design type tool, here's Piktochart, which has some templates that you can use to create infographics. And here is Canva, that is also another simple design website that you can use free of charge. So please make sure you reach out to your instructor with any specific questions about this assignment. Thank you.